Right, this is Ubaid on behalf of V Electronics, and in this video, we're going to talk about levels of measurement. Okay, so that's levels of measurement. Now, levels of measurement has to do with the way the data is measured. Okay, the information is measured. Okay, so way of measuring information. And there are four types. Okay, starting with number one, which is your nominal scale. So this is a way of measuring data or information. So nominal scale level, okay, hence level of measurement. All right. Number two, this is ordinal scale. So ordinal scale level. Number three, this will be interval scale. So interval scale level. And number four is ratio scale level. So this is ratio. Now, when we talk about nominal scale level, okay, we're talking about qualitative data or information. And this is usually organized in categories. Okay, so you have category A, you have category B, you have category C, okay, so on and so forth. Okay, so say for example, if you were to talk about a person, okay, and if you were to describe a person, for a police report. Okay, so in that case, okay, you will have category A as the height of the person, category B as the color of his skin, maybe. Okay, category C would be the clothes that he was wearing, for example. Okay, so on and so forth. So apart from that, you also have smartphones. So if you were to talk about smartphones, okay. Say, for example, you were to talk about the specs, okay, specifications. Okay, over here, category A would be the length, category B would be the width, okay, category C could be um, the weight of the smartphone, category D, okay, would be other specs. Okay, so this is nominal scale level, okay, data that is organized in categories. Okay, this is data which is organized in categories. Okay, next you have your ordinal scale level. Okay, now ordinal scale, as the name suggests, has to do with a certain order, okay, or um, data which is organized in order. Okay, so say for example, you have a list of five gadgets, okay, top security gadgets. Okay, gadgets that you use for your home security. Okay, so list of 5 gadgets for home security. Okay, so in that case, you would start with the best gadget as per customer ratings. So number one, okay, would be a certain type of CCTV, for example. Okay, number two could be your doorbell camera. Okay, number three, okay, this could be your dash cam on your car. May also be used for home security. Okay, so dash cam for police reports. Okay, so on and so forth. All right, so this would be an example of ordinal scale level. Okay, another example would be real estate and auto. Okay, so say for example, if you were to access autotrader.com and you wanted to filter out your results based on price. Okay, so you would go from lowest to highest, okay, one with the lowest price, all the way up to the one with the highest price. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, yeah, apart from that, you have real estate. So if you were browsing for real estate, okay, if you were looking for real estate, you will start from either highest to lowest or lowest to highest, okay, depending on your budget. Okay, so these are examples of ordinal scale level. Okay, next up, you have your interval scale level. All right, now your interval scale level is similar to ordinal scale level, but it has no starting point. Okay, what I mean by that is things like temperature, for example, has no starting point. Your temperature could start from -20 or -100. And this is especially true if you're in a chemistry class, okay, working with different chemicals. Okay, so a chemical may have temperature in, well, let's say the temperature is -100. Okay, and let's say um, another chemical has a temperature which is 100, positive 100. Okay, so notice we don't have a zero as a starting point. Instead, you have a negative number. Okay, and this could be any negative number. And over here, this could be any positive number. Okay, for that reason, you don't really have a starting point. So no starting points. Okay, no starting points. But it may be organized just like your ordinal data. Okay, so similar to ordinal, this is similar to ordinal. All right, next up you have your ratio. When it comes to ratio, okay, ratio has to do with a certain fraction, for example. Okay, and ratio, okay, or just like intervals, okay, they're ordered, okay, just like ordinal and interval scale data. Ratio is ordered, okay, but okay, it is basically calculated. Okay, so if you have a fraction, for example, or let's say you have information on your exam marks. Okay, so let's say somebody receives, okay, 20 out of 50. All right, so 20 in one exam, 30 in another exam, and then let's say 50 in the third exam. And this is all out of 100. Okay, the final score, the total score is 100. So now what you want to do is figure out the fraction. So 20 divided by 100, which will be 20%. Okay, so 20%. So you write this as 20%. Okay, and let's say this is 30 out of 100. So this will be 30%. And this would be 50 out of 100. So 50%. Okay, so they're ordered from the lowest to the highest. Okay, and it has to do with fractions or ratios. All right, this could be any number over here. It could be 100, it could be 50, okay, so on and so forth. So this has to do with your ratio scale level. All right. So apart from that, okay, this is Obey on behalf of V Electronics. Have yourself a great day.